Hello everybody, Suzanne from Dawn Visions Hypnosis here to speak to you about the subject of compassion fatigue. This is one of the issues that was brought up when I did my research to find out why mental health professional therapists are leaving the profession. Simply because they hear too many sad stories and they can't handle it anymore and don't want to. However, I have a question for you. Why would you have compassion fatigue? Do you not have good boundaries between you and your patients? One of the things that was driven into our minds in our non-linguistic programming training was the fact that our clients' problems were not our problems. Tad James tells a story, or used to tell a story. Unfortunately, he passed away back in last April. He would tell a story from the stage in the trainings of a woman who had cancer. She was in a very abusive relationship with her husband, and Tad basically told her that if she wanted to get better, she needed to leave the relationship. She did so, and she went into remission. And things were looking really good for about a year and a half, something like that. And then her husband talked her into going back with him. Of course, the abuse began again, cancer came back, and she died. This is life, folks. We cannot care more about our patients and clients than they care about themselves. We cannot take on their problems as our own. It is not our role to do that, first of all. And second of all, as you can see from this story that Tad told, it doesn't help them. It hurts them. So I'm going to suggest that you keep really firm boundaries in terms of how you think about your patients and the stories they tell you and the things that they've been through, so that you can be present for them in the way that they need to be present and strong for them. They do not gain anything from having a therapist get upset because of the problems that they've been through. Not at all. They need to be as strong as a rock. Yes, you care about them. Yes, you sympathize with them. You empathize. But these are their problems, not yours. And you have to have that firmly in your brain every single time you have a patient come in with their stories of trauma. Because it is when this happens that the healing of your patient can occur. It's not by telling them how badly you feel about it and all the rest of that stuff. It's about acknowledging the fact that you can understand how they would feel terrible as a result of whatever the trauma was that they've been through. And then helping them with the tools and techniques to overcome it, usually through forgiveness work of both the person who did the trauma to them and of themselves for being involved in it in the first place. Because often we blame ourselves for the situations that we get into, and we need to forgive ourselves for that. It's just part of how the brain works. So that is my information for you for today. I do have a 2-day VIP program that I offer with a 12-month mentorship, so that if you have questions along the way, we can set up a time for us to have a video call, and I can teach you exactly how to go about working with that particular patient of yours in terms of the order of doing the processes and techniques that you learned and how to best do them, so that you can have successes I've had with my thousands of clients I've worked with over the last 20 plus years that I've been doing hypnosis and linguistic programming. If you're interested in learning more about that, I will leave my contact information in the description below. As always, I thank you for spending your time with me. Till next time. Bye-bye, y'all.